What's going on, people? Greetings. Got one for you today about fuel. So I was talking to this guy, works at an oil refinery. So when I see him, I usually ask him, hey, anything new? Anything we should know about? He said, yeah, I got some information for you. Okay, what you got? So I got a couple things written down here so I can stay on track. Remember when Batwing soup first started? And I say Batwing soup because at the time of saying the sickness that was going around, you remember they found the bat and then they ate the bat and then the whole world got sick and the whole world's still sick, and now they got anti-sickness drugs and stuff for the people that ate the bat that made the anyway, right? So well, when you said that at the time, when you said that on YouTube, you know, they took your channel down. They didn't take your channel down, but they flagged your video and stuff. And so it was crazy. So demonetized your video. So it was crazy. So I just say Batwing soup, Operation Batwing soup. So okay, so remember when that happened, and then at some point shortly after that, fuel or oil went negative. The price for a barrel of oil went negative, and then you had tankers sitting offshore waiting to be unloaded, but they couldn't be unloaded because bulk storage was full on shore. And then that created a ripple effect back to where the fuel was, with the oil, wherever it was coming from. So in the meantime, the ripple effect is dipping into big oil's profits. So you get what I'm saying? It would just cause a chain reaction. So could this be that they said they're taking this time to say, hey, okay, this country's over here at conflict. These two countries are at conflict. Okay, drop the price. And now they're trying to recoup the money that they lost during that time. Profit recovery. Could that be what's going on? I don't know. This is something that was mentioned over somewhere, I guess maybe at the coffee pot at the oil refinery. And I'm just putting it on the glass, you know, trying not to add any jelly to it. I'm trying to not make it boring. So could that be what's going on? Don't know. Just something to think about. So something else that was that he was telling me that was discussed is the United States does not produce enough oil of its own for our demand. That's why we get foreign oil. Well, some of our foreign oil has ceased. You follow me? So since that foreign oil has ceased, America does not produce enough oil on its own for the demand. So what happens then? Oh, this is what he mentioned. Gas shortages are probably inevitable. Oh, gas shortages. Why? Because we don't produce enough. And then we're not getting enough from over where we're getting it from. We cut that off, and when I say we, America, well, actually with he shut the Keystone Pipeline down. You know, the production of the Keystone Pipeline, you know, for oil transfer. See where I'm going with this? So, higher gas prices, of course, as we're already seeing that. I mean, I don't need to mention that. What about diesel? Oh, I'm glad you asked. So I asked about diesel. He said, well, same scenario. For the supply, America does not produce enough. And the oil that we were getting from overseas, one of our suppliers is not supplying anymore. I'll just say it like that. So what happens? Well, most big industries and big factories and stuff like that operate off of diesel. So if they buy the bulk of the diesel, and they're on the priority list, what does that leave for those of us that buy diesel from the pump? A couple hundred gallons at, not a couple hundred, but 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 gallons at a time. Oh, well, you may have a diesel shortage, or diesel may be available to you, but the words around the refinery that I got from him was diesel could run away. So you take anything you want from this video. If you don't want to take anything, you just leave it right there and as if nothing happened. So yeah, things are gonna get very interesting real quick. Oh, I'll put this on this video because a lot of people probably checked out by now. When I went to the Dan Penna event over at that hotel, it was just a one-day, not a couple-hour event. It was free with the suit and tie guys. One of the questions that was asked to him during the Q&A session was, "Hey, Mr. Pena, right off the record, we're just sitting at the bar. When's the Black Swan event? When does that take place?" Now, if you seen any of Dan Penna's videos about the Black Swan event, I mean, they're all over YouTube. You see it about the Black Swan event. It's some kind of financial event. And the person that asked the question was trying to get a timeline, because I was thinking the same thing. Like, okay, when's this thing first started? Because you have to understand where the information is coming from. I don't want to say something that I shouldn't say, but he has if you just listen to him, he has a lot of information that's going on in the world, even though he doesn't come out directly and say it. You just have to read in between the lines. So the question was asked. He didn't give a direct answer. He said the market is overvalued. Basically, the stock market, so on and so forth. The stock market is overvalued. They're looking for a reason. Could be stupid. He said, doesn't matter what it is, there could be a reason to pull the plug. And those are my own words, to pull the plug. And he said, whenever that happens, most people are not going to be ready for it. It's some kind of financial event. He also said that the rate hikes, he said 3 or 4 of them were accounted for. They were manageable. He said when it comes to 7 and 8, he says, no, it's not going to work. And at that time, he said he doesn't know. This is what's called crisis management. What I believe, like I said, I read in between the lines, crisis management, because you can't go and say certain things. I understand that you can't go and say certain things, tell the truth online. You can give them a little bit, but you got to read in between the lines and find out what they're saying. So he said that. So yeah, and he also said that you should be liquid, meaning you need to be, in his words, I have a recording of the Q&A. You need to be liquid tomorrow. He said, well, no, he didn't say you need to be. He says, can you be liquid tomorrow? And he mentioned this, basically all the movers and shakers, they're liquid. They don't have all their money tied up in stuff that you need to cash out on. They have the money in their pocket. That's all I'm saying. You take whatever you want from the video. Like I said, I try to listen to these people and read in between the lines so I can figure out what's going on. That's all for this one. See ya.